They gon' love me for my ambition.
Is the celebrity, comedian, actor, very famous man, Russell Brand. Russell Brand, who I've followed for years. I love his content. Russell Brand, famously known for dating Katy Perry. He had the famous movie with Diddy, Get Him to the Greek or something like that. It was a classic movie. He's just very funny. He's been on a lot of famous podcasts, Joe Rogan, etc. He has a very famous podcast. He has been accused of rape. It's a very serious allegations that are happening right now. But according to him, he's chucking it up to this is the industry or the, what does Andrew Tate say? The Matrix? Like, this is people trying to just cancel him. Like, but it's not real. Like, he's innocent, but they're just trying to cancel him because of what he's saying about anti-government. He has a lot of political takes. He's British, like he's based in the UK. So he especially has a lot of controversial takes about the UK, the Queen, when she died, all that stuff. But I think he makes a lot of valid points. I think he's a very important mind. From the stuff I've seen, a lot of his takes are very intelligent and very oh wow, this is a good take. I gotta think about it from this perspective. Even if I disagree with him, I'll be like, fuck, okay, I never thought about it that way. Russell Brand is pretty cool with that. Very smart guy. But now you have this, right? And then I will play the clip where he's saying that, oh no, I didn't, this is not what it is or whatever. Let me make sure I play the right one. This might be the accusations first. Let's see what clip I pressed first. Okay, this is his clip. Okay. So this is what he said that's happening.
Okay, no, what is this now?
Wonders. Now, this isn't the usual type of video we make on this channel where we critique, attack, and undermine the news in all its corruption, because in this story, I am the news. I've received two extremely disturbing letters, or a letter and an email, one from a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks, as well as some pretty stupid stuff, like my community festival should be stopped, that I shouldn't be able to attack mainstream media narratives on this channel. But amidst this litany of astonishing, rather baroque attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent, and I'm being transparent about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another agenda at play? Particularly when we've seen coordinated media attacks before, like with Joe Rogan, when he dared to take a medicine that the mainstream media didn't approve of, and we saw a spate of headlines from media outlets across the world using the same language. I'm aware that you guys have been saying in the comments for a while, watch out, Russell, they're coming for you, you're getting too close to the truth. Russell Brand did not kill himself. I know that a year ago there was a spate of articles, Russell Brand's a conspiracy theorist, Russell Brand's right wing. I'm aware of news media making phone calls, sending letters to people I know for ages and ages. It's being clear to me, or at least it feels to me, like there's a serious and concerted agenda to control these kind of spaces and these kind of voices, and I mean my voice along with your voice. I don't mind them using my books and my stand-up to talk about my promiscuous consensual conduct in the past. What I seriously refute are these very, very serious criminal allegations. Also, it's worth mentioning that there are witnesses whose evidence directly contradicts the narrative that these two mainstream media outlets are trying to construct, apparently in what seems to me to be a coordinated attack. Now, I don't want to get into this any further because of the serious nature of the allegations, but I feel like I'm being attacked, and plainly they are working very closely together. We are obviously going to look into this matter because it's very, very serious. In the meantime, I want you to stay close, stay awake, but more important than any of that, if you can, please stay free.
So he's looking at it from the approach where they're coming after me, like how Kanye West was saying, right? They're going to come after you, right? They're going to come after you. How Tucker Carlson told Trump, like, oh, they've done everything now. They might just trying to kill you, right? Like, because of your opinion. Almost like, oh, we can't cancel him because he's on Rumble now, I think. Aside from YouTube, even if he were to be taken out from YouTube, which he still has a big YouTube channel, he's on Rumble. So he still has so many. He's one of the biggest Rumble accounts. He has big following. His followers love him. So anywhere he goes, right? So his opinion's gonna be out there. But he said something in there. Promiscuity. I was very promiscuous, right? I was very promiscuous, and people know this about him. He has a lot of weird viral moments with Katy Perry when he used to date her, and then he was married to her, and then years ago before that. He was very creepy and oh, but I guess it was just him being funny. What the hell's going on? It was what's he trying to happen here, right? Mm-hmm. So he admitted to that though, that he was very promiscuous. Doesn't mean that he's completely innocent. It could be possible. Now there's people online saying there's theories where could it be Russell Brand? Oh, he's done some dirty shit in the past, so now let me go this not right wing but controversial take route and like let me build this big brand and voice my opinion like this because these people love me, to now use them to defend me when this shit comes back up again, right? Or is it the whole other opposite where he's saying like they're trying to cancel him and shut him down because of his takes, because of his opinions, because of what he's saying about the machine and the industry? I still don't know. We'll play a quick clip to end it of one of the accusations, the accusers. I rather this play out legally, because of the fact that why not? Also his tours has been canceled. The promoters have canceled his entire tour. He had a tour that was canceled, where he goes on. He had like a nonprofit. He goes up. He does a lot of dope shit, like a nonprofit where he goes and talks about some stuff. But that's canceled. The whole tour is canceled. Promoters are canceling it because it doesn't feel right for them to do it. Right? They're saying there's a very huge story, especially like I said in the UK. This is one of the clips that has gone viral. This is I think Channel 4, one of the people that have a whole documentary, the Sunday Times, of women. I think it's like 5 women alleging situation between them. Let me see. It says it right here. 5 women. Yeah, 5 women sharing their stories in this investigation that with the Sunday Times against Russell Brand. Rape, sexual assault, and controlling and emotionally abusive behavior.
And somebody asked what it was regarding, and I said, that's regarding Russell Brand being a sex offender.
The allegations include rape, sexual assault. I'm reading it for those who are listening, because on YouTube you can see the words.
He's grabbing at my underwear, pulling it to the side. I'm telling him to get off me, and he won't get off. Like holding me up against the wall, pushing himself in me.
He grabbed me and got me on the bed. I was fully clothed and he was naked at this point, and he held me down and he was just aggressively trying to, me.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, he raped me.
He forced his penis down my throat, and I couldn't breathe. It was just choking me. I was crying, and he said, oh, I only want to see your mascara run anyway.
them blowjobs where mascara runs a little bit. Good.
Yo, this documentary is crazy. They're slick for pulling that clip up from that stand-up comedy. Whoa. No, they did a good job with this. So I can see where it's like, even if he becomes now innocent, they still painting a picture like, hold up, this guy, like, oh shit. 5 women have agreed to share their stories in this film. So this is a trailer for the documentary, I guess. 4 have asked to remain anonymous. Their voices or other identifying features have been changed to protect their anonymity. What did it say? In some actors,
I've
what did it say
never
more?
ever spoken publicly.
In some cases, actors have been used. Why? That's weird. They shouldn't have said that they're using actors at all. That's going to be misinterpreted.
I've never ever spoken publicly about this before. Russell seems untouchable.
Oh, it's called, okay. These allegations pertain, in response to allegations, Brand said these allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream and I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in movies and I was written about extensively in books. I was very, very promiscuous. Yeah, we heard that when he was talking about right now. So there we have it. Yeah, comment down below. How do you guys feel about it? I am not that well informed on him. I haven't watched none of his stuff recently. The last thing I saw by Russell Brand was his interview with Tucker Carlson. I'm not a diehard fan, so if you are a diehard fan, you're probably gonna leave comments on this, and you're probably gonna feel your own way. So feel free to. I'll say this though. I did read upon the case that there was one woman who allegedly had a whole rape kit. Like, she literally got tested for rape like the same day that this happened years ago to her, supposedly. And it was like, she had like evidence or something of that nature. So
If you have that, then
it's like exactly if they're going to this extent,
why waiting so long to do this though?
and that's the thing with a lot of these allegations, where it's like they last a lot of times they last very long.
That's my issue with this.
And that's the thing where it becomes sketchy, especially from a male perspective. We're looking at it like, what the fuck? But I do get the side where it's like, when people go through traumatic things, they hide it forever. Some people go to the grave with shit.
I get that.
So it's like, for them, they might be scared to even talk about it, especially when someone's so powerful like a Russell Brand. He's very popular, millionaire.
I get that. My issue with this has always been that, you know, I've seen cases of like, you know, people getting raped because it happens for men as well.
Yes. Yes.
And, you know, they went through this traumatic experience, and I get it, right? Sometimes you don't want to relive the moment or anything like that. But majority of the time, let's say like a good 85 to 90% of the time, you, one, don't fuck with that person. You know what I'm saying? So you might be wishing the worst upon this person. So why not just fucking come out, say what happens, take them to court, make them responsible for what they fucking did, try to get some fucking closure, you know, something to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just holding this shit in the whole fucking time, and now your whole life revolves around this one traumatic experience, which again, I understand. I'm not trying to downplay this shit. I studied all of this shit. Like I've heard, you know, stories from women and shit, and I get it. It's traumatic. My thing is, I've never really understood the whole staying quiet shit. Unless that one specific person is still around and has, you know, completely just what's the word that I'm looking for? Damn.
What, hushed? Been hushed?
Yeah, when you tell, oh, if you say something, I'm gonna kill you.
Threatened?
Yeah, unless that person has like threatened you, you know what I'm saying? And somehow they're still around you because you can't get away from them or anything like that. That I understand. But in situations like this, where it's like you speak about this shit years fucking later, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like years. Like, how do you go about this? For example, these women. Oh, I'm gonna be the first one to speak out. You know, fuck it. It's about that time. I speak out. Where do you go for that? You went to the police station, and then how did the news found out about it? Oh, now that the news found out about it, oh, coincidentally, you know what? I actually have other people that have spoken about this shit too. Let's make a whole documentary.
It looks like a plan.
You know
like
what
a witch
I'm saying?
hunt. Like a witch hunt. Like a group of women now teamed up.
Man. I don't know. I honestly, bro, there's some things that, and some people might say it's because of the fact that I'm a man, so I might think differently, this, and that, blah, 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 blah. But some things to me just don't make fucking sense. If something were to happen like that to me, God forbid, I'm speaking the fuck up, bro. I'm speaking the fuck up. You fucked me over. Guess what? I'm coming back for your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I know not everyone thinks the fucking same, but come on, like.
I can see that. You have an understandable,
you know.
You have an understandable perspective because it's easy to think that way. Like, come on, like when you just apply logic and just remove full on emotions, you know. And it's like I said, this situation, we shall see how it plays out. Is very viral. Is a very controversial type of situation because of the fact of who he is, what he represents.
I forgot about this man, bro. Last time I saw him was Katy Perry.
Yeah. And even that was controversial because he asked Katy Perry for a divorce via text. They literally have it on, I think, her documentary or a show that she was filming at the time.
That's crazy.
And she was crying on her tour bus.
That's crazy.
That's mad sad. I was like, what the fuck? This guy broke up with her that way and divorced through text.
He might be a bad person, bro.
He might be an asshole.
Yeah.
He might be an asshole in real life. I do not know, man. I think he has a great brain as far as like his thoughts, very thought-provoking thoughts, very smart man, intelligent man. But most geniuses are assholes, and also they have a lot of fucked up shit. You know, a lot of times they end up being a fucking murderer, etc. Blah blah blah. In this case, allegedly, he might have been a rapist. So, you know, hopefully it's not true because I don't want no one to be raped at all,
right,
or assaulted in any capacity or abused. So we wish that this is not a real case at all. But if it is, then we shall see.
It might be though, because the one suspicious thing's like, oh, like 4 of them don't want to be, you know, no, like they want to be anonymous.
Yeah.
They have actors, but one of them's like, no, fuck it, I'm in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then maybe it's a culture thing. I think he's very influential and big, but I don't know if he's big enough to the point that they're going to create a whole thing to shut him down. But maybe in UK and London, he's probably bigger than I actually realized because his numbers are huge. His subscriber numbers, his view numbers are huge. But over here, I really don't hear people talking about him day to day. Like Russell Brand. People don't talk about him at all. So I don't know.
I find
it might be an American
documentary
ignorance.
to be weird.
The whole documentary is crazy.
Maybe after, like, God forbid, if he were to pass away, I would understand a the dark side of Russell Brand, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But then I don't know.
But it is how it is these days. Everything's for money. They did the R. Kelly documentary before he even was in jail. You know, or while he was like being tried.
Majority of people know what's good with him.
Yeah, no, R. Kelly's different. R. Kelly definitely is a motherfucking. I think damn near might have to be killed. I don't know, man. R. Kelly.
Damn.
I'll still play his music, but he might have to be killed.
I don't know.
Now, I won't play it like I don't play it, but I'm saying like if it's like I'll play a song.
No.
You know, like it comes on. I'm like
Nope.
He's a legend, man. But he's also a fucking weirdo. But there we have it, man. Coming up, how do you guys feel about this Russell Brand situation? Very viral. Hopefully you guys don't hate us for our opinions. Who gives a fuck? You have your own. Yeah. It's okay. Open discussion.
100%.
No one is forcing nobody to think any other way other than your own way. And that's what we represent over here on Club Ambition Podcast, Cap. And sometimes we're going to get carried away and have some fun, so we might be capping because it's called Cap. So that's what we're here for, to cap a little bit as well, because you guys love to cap as well online. So why can't we cap back? Let's go cap for cap. You know, cap for cap.
They gon' love me for my ambition.